With Russians gaining an upper hand on the battlefield and Ukraine forced to retreat from many fronts, some Western nations are now urging a potentially dangerous course of action. They want Ukraine to be allowed to use long-range missiles to directly hit into Russian territory. Moscow has warned that it will hit back pretty hard. So is the war now changing gears? Our next poll gives you more details.
In the face of the relentless Russian onslaught, the outnumbered and outgunned Ukrainian troops are retreating, giving up more villages. At least 7 people have been killed in the latest attack on the eastern Ukraine city of Kyiv. Ukrainian President Zelensky again asserts that Russia is leveraging his country's lack of air defense systems to launch brutal strikes on frontline towns and cities. Beyond the battlefield, pressure is growing on US President Joe Biden to allow Ukraine to fire American missiles into Russian territory. The US House Speaker has told Voice of America that Ukraine needs to be able to fight back. He said the US micromanaging the Ukraine effort is not a good policy for Kyiv. Ukraine has appealed to the Biden administration to lift the ban. Kyiv is not alone in this demand. Lithuania, which is a NATO ally and shares a border with Russia, wants Ukraine to strike Russian territory, disrupt supply lines and neutralize enemy forces. Finland had said earlier that Ukraine can use weapons provided by Helsinki to hit targets on Russian soil. Remember, till now Western weapons have come with a condition. They should be used by Ukraine to hit Russian targets on its territory in defense. But the present change in tone could have wide-ranging ramifications. Earlier this month, UK virtually greenlit Kyiv to use its weapons as they deem fit. The big question is, if Ukraine is allowed to hit Russian targets, how will Moscow react? Kremlin warns it will strike British targets if British weapons are used by Ukraine on Russian territory. The signs are ominous. A small miscalculation can spark a wider conflict beyond the Ukraine borders. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.